Hello, my snow angels. Welcome back to my channel. So I've decided that since this is the month of October, the month of Halloween, that I would do some Halloween related music content. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I love it when spookier concepts are explored in music. So today I'm going to talk about how imagery and concepts about the devil are explored in music and their respective music videos. So before I get into this topic further, I do want to get a few things out of the way since people get sensitive about the devil. I understand. I was raised as a Mormon, but I left that cult over 5 years ago and have been an atheist ever since. But I stopped believing in the devil long before I stopped believing in God. Like the devil kind of became kind of like a boogeyman type of figure to me. I was just like, yeah, there's a monster under my bed. Since then, I have seen extreme Christians freak out about artists using the devil concept and have laughed because I understand that it's just a concept and it's not that serious. I know that there are conspiracy theories out there about Hollywood being full of devil worshippers, and I don't believe that shit at all. This is not that kind of video at all, and to be perfectly clear, I never want to cover conspiracy theories on my channel. On my channel, I cover music and artists, including my own music. If you want to watch conspiracy theories about Hollywood, I'm sure there are plenty of videos about that elsewhere. Don't bring that here. I don't want that kind of energy. In this video, however, I will mention that these artists have faced those kinds of baseless accusations. And that's as far as I will get into it because that's as much as it's relevant in this conversation. But also because it helps paint the bigger picture of why they ended up using the devil as a concept for some of these artists. One more thing. If any of you that are watching are Christians, I'm not in any way going to be hateful towards you. I have no problem with people practicing their religion as long as they don't preach to me. So I won't have any of that in the comments. I am not kidding. If I see any preachy comment about people going to hell or whatever, I'm going to delete it. Don't do that. I do not tolerate that. And finally, if the devil being explored as a concept is something that is uncomfortable for you, I completely understand that. It is my hope that this video will help you be able to see this as just a concept, be able to separate that from what you theologically believe. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. In any form of art, the word concept gets thrown around a lot. So it can be hard to define as we intuitively understand what a concept is. But to put it simply, it's using some sort of visual art medium to convey an idea to use in media. Think of it as a map of the direction to take artistically. In music, a concept is often used in music videos, cover art, and albums as a whole, which I definitely do want to talk about in a future video because I love concept albums, and in fact I'm working on a concept album right now, and probably all my albums in the future are going to be concept albums. Now, the devil is sometimes used as a concept and not necessarily to mean the literal devil or the king of evil and hell. The devil could also mean a destructive force or something bad. Some artists have used the devil or demons as a way to personify their mental health struggles because it can be something that's helpful because you can put kind of a name to it, right? Sometimes the devil is used as a symbol of embracing their darker side, like the cliche, listening to the devil on your shoulder. So in Jungian psychology, there is the shadow self, your shadow self, which is your darker, suppressed thoughts and feelings, and like it's important to be able to explore that and acknowledge that, but not let it take over. So I believe that this is a concept that is explored in music through using the devil. It can also be a symbol of wanting and embracing power, sexual desire, even liberation. In any form of art, it is important to look at the symbolism instead of looking at things literally. With Good art is supposed to be subjective. It's supposed to be open to interpretation. You're supposed to go into it with your own thoughts and experiences and to be able to take the messages that you see that apply to you and how you see the world. So if art is in your face and is literal, it's probably not well done. So let's learn to see the symbolism. So for this video, I'm gonna go over 5 different songs and their accompanying videos as studies of this. So they are Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X, Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat, Emperor's New Clothes by Panic at the Disco, All the Good Girls Go to Hell by Billie Eilish, and Sweetest Pie by Megan Thee Stallion and Dua Lipa. In Montero, Lil Nas X starts off in a monologue about closeted homosexuality while we see heavenly clouds. And then it cuts to an ethereal garden. Lil Nas playing a guitar under a tree and a snake slithering on the ground. The snake is another version of himself, tempting him until he gives in. And by that I mean gives in to homosexuality. Then he's in chains being sentenced while getting stoned with butt plugs. Cut to him levitating towards heaven, seeing a being with wings, presumably God, when a stripper pole appears and he grabs it and dances and slides down it to hell. There he meets the devil, gives him a lap dance, murders him, and takes his crown. So I love this song and video. As someone who is queer, it's about gay sex and loving someone that is in the closet. I love the storytelling of the Garden of Eden, to getting judged, choosing hell over heaven, then giving the devil a lap dance and becoming the devil. Lil Nas X is openly gay, and he is a troll on the internet. I remember this time well because people were telling him that he was going to hell for being gay. So he decided to say fuck it. He will go to hell, fuck the devil, and become the devil. It was a great clapback to people who are homophobic, and after that he just kept trolling those people. I know there was a lot of controversies that came out of that, like the bloody devil shoes, whatever. That's not related to the music, so I'm not gonna talk about that much, but it's worth a mention. This song is really important because when you are gay, religious people tell you that you're going to hell, and so like this is like symbolism of I'm gonna embrace my lifestyle. I don't care what you say, I don't care what you believe in, this is what makes me happy, and I'm gonna take it all away. So yeah, love it. So next we have Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. She is dressed in a red hood, has red eyes. She's even on top of a devil, just chilling and moving around as a kaiju. But when she's in the red hood, she has red eyes and she's with the Grim Reaper. Other times she's painted in blood, and in other clips she is a demon herself with her demon lover. This song and video came out not long after she got a lot of hate for being controversial and alienating a lot of her fans. She called out these parasocial fans and basically said that she doesn't owe anything to people she doesn't know. She was pretty callous about it though, so I was one of the people that was turned off initially. So she explored that in this song. She doesn't care about what people say about her. She enjoys her fame and will ignore the negativity so that she can focus on her fame. She also claps back at people for accusing her of being a Satanist after she got a tattoo of a mythological creature called the Chenti. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. So she calls herself a devil, since people are already calling her that. Anyway, she's embracing it, like I said before. In the track, though, she also addresses all the other various controversies that she's had over the past few years. It does give a message that there will always be people saying that an artist is a bad person for having fame. When fame of in of itself is not necessarily a bad thing. But at least Doja is honest about liking it and being unapologetically herself. To be honest, I was a little turned off by how she alienated her fans, but I respect her and her art. I will go as far as to say that she makes a very good point about parasocial fans. And the way that she almost tactlessly said that is very her. It's very on brand for her. Next is from a band that I've always felt connected to, Panic at the Disco. In 2015, they put out Emperor's New Clothes. The music video picks up after This Is Gospel. It's a continuity. It picks up where that video leaves off, where he is running into the light. But then he falls into a trapdoor into hell. There he begins to transform into a demon until he is led into hell. During this time in his life, frontman Brendan Urie became the only original member of the band to continue. This song explores how he overcame this and could reveal a darker side of himself, one that craves power and is willing to transform to get it. I believe that he also likes to get into darker imagery in his videos because, like me, he was also raised Mormon and left the cult. I think that this adds an extra layer to it. And in fact, his music did help me when I was leaving Mormonism. I was able to see a figure that I have admired my entire life and figured out in high school that he was also a Mormon, and see how he was able to rise to fame and be a singer like has always been my dream. And in fact, he helped me discover that dream when I was 11, which is why this band is very important to me. But yeah, that aside, obviously, Mormons believe in the devil, so I think that this adds to that. Next, we have Billie Eilish's All the Good Girls Go to Hell. In the video, wings come out of her back after she's getting injected, and she falls from the sky into a puddle of oil, covering her body and her wings. The oil on the ground gets lit on fire, and there's even people in the flames on fire. The lyrics have metaphors about Lucifer, God, heaven, and hell, but the song is actually about climate change. People who didn't know this accuse her of being, you guessed it, a Satanist. She addressed this directly and then said the deeper meaning of the song is about global warming and climate strike and what's really important. This song is about the world and trying to save it, and people not believing that it needs to be saved. So there you go. Again, symbolism. It did not literally have anything to do with the devil. It had everything to do with climate change. So last we have Megan Thee Stallion and Dua Lipa's Sweetest Pie. In the video, there's more Garden of Eden-like imagery, but there's a lot of horror elements in the video, like Dua Lipa turning into a spider, Megan turning into a snake, men being boiled alive in a cauldron, Dua and Megan being burned at the stake, and many other things. On another watch, I did also notice that Megan's background dancers have the horns, and also that there was a Hansel and Gretel motif in there. So unlike the other videos, it's less in your face about devil symbolism, but they were still being accused of, surprise, surprise, devil worship. Megan addressed this, saying that the song and video were about women taking their power back from men, as well as taking back their power after being victims of witch hunts to tear them down. So that's so true as a woman, that everyone can be against you if you are following your true self and living a free life and trying the best you can, that people accuse you of being a witch. So they leaned into this. They really, really leaned into this. So there you have it. These are 5 examples of devil/demon symbolism being used for deeper meanings. None of these examples were actually about worshiping the fucking devil. And yet almost all of them were being accused of doing such. It goes to show it is important to remember that concepts are meant to be taken symbolically instead of literally, as it is with all good art. So I hope that going forward, we all take the time to look at videos like this and music like this with this kind of eye. Look for the symbolism and what ideas the song and video are trying to convey. However, ultimately, art is subjective and everyone will interpret the same work of art differently. That doesn't mean that it's okay to start throwing out baseless accusations at these artists for choosing these kinds of concepts to express these intended messages. Remember that you don't know these celebrities personally. You only know their persona, you only know what they allow the world to see, and it's usually an exaggeration or a character or anything like that. Check out my personas video for more information on this topic. I did go into that deeper. But we don't know these celebrities personally. We don't know what's going on in their lives. We don't know what experiences they've had. We don't know exactly their belief system. So don't go throwing around accusations about them being Satanists just because they live more promiscuously than you do or do things you wouldn't do. That doesn't mean that they're worshiping the devil. So, with that, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if any of these songs and videos had an impact on you or helped you see things differently. Also, if there are other songs and music videos about the devil that you really like, please let me know. I would love to check them out. Also, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more videos like this soon, as well as other types of music content. Eventually my own music too. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.